अरे मेन्यू लेगा रसोई करने से मेन्यू लेगा
Have you done this? Right? And similarly this as well. So you could this બનાવી દો તમને કામ આવશે. After n half life. Okay, we have these two things after n half life. So where of course n is going to be time upon half life. Because after one half lifetime the time is one half life t half. After 2 it is 2 t half, 3 t half, 4 t half, after n it is n t half. Remember that t is equal to nt. Alright? એટલું થઈ ગયું. So based on half lifetime we have these. આ બધાના નામ તો આવડશે જ તમને. I is called and this is half lifetime. Lambda is called decay constant. Okay, decay constant. But the unit याद रहा 1 backward is 1 dps. बराबर ने 1 disintegration per second is 1 backward. That's SI unit. And 1 QD is 3.7 આટલું યાદ રહી જશે ને તો આ ટોપિક ના બધા સમજાવડો. Right? Okay. So just like we have these two for average lifetime. Okay. So derivation કરાવી દો પછી આપણે સમ કરવા માટે. For average half life for average lifetime, for mean life or average life, you have t is equal to t, which is 1 upon lambda. Therefore n is equal to n0 e raised to minus lambda into 1 upon lambda. Clear? Okay, everybody, we have just put the value of t, that's it. So that's what they say, n equal to n0 upon e. Remember, e raised to minus 1. Okay. चलो હવે so this is after first mean life. तो જે वो चार्ट बनाया था कि नहीं चार्ट of first half life, second half life, third, fourth. Similarly you can do it for mean life. फर्क क्या? What's going to be different? So mean life mean lifetime એટલે see basically any kind of radioactive element will survive till infinity. Mean lifetime is not the lifetime for which it lives. Mean lifetime is the average of the lifetime for which nuclei lives. So અમુક nuclei થોડા માં પૂરા થઈ જાય, અમુક ને બહુ વાર લાગે. So their lifetimes are all different. આપણે એ integration કર્યું હતું ને, hopefully you remember. આવું કર્યું હતું ને, that suppose one nucleus lives for a time t and there are dn such nucleus. याद जो notes याद આવી જશે. We took that at some time t, suppose the number of nuclei are n. પછી થોડા ટાઈમ માં n minus dn. So that is those dn have lived from 0 to t. That is their lifetime is t. Okay. And then this is addition. So when you divide karo to average aave. So if we divide this by n, that's what we n0 actually. That's what we did. Remember? So after one mean lifetime, n will be n0 by t. પછી આફ્ટર 2 મીન લાઈફ ટાઈમ, સપોઝ અહીંયા તમે 2 મૂકો તો અહીંયા 2 આવે, તો અહીંયા શું થશે? e સ્ક્વેર. વેરી ગુડ. ગેટ ધ ટ્રેન્ડ. ઓલામાં 2 આવતું હતું બધું, આમાં શું આવે છે? e. બરાબર ને? So just like these two relations, can you make relations for after nth mean life? So n is equal to n0 upon e raised to n. Okay, and I is equal to I0 upon e raised to n. Okay, by the way, e ની value તમને મને આવડી જશે, right? This is good number. અહીંયા લખીને જ રાખે છે, ગુજરાતી મીડિયમ વાળા લખીને રાખી જો. ઓકે, ઓર્બિટલ છે લખીને રાખ્યો કે l = 0 માં s આવે પછી p આવે. વાહ, એક્ઝામમાં કામ આવે તમને. Okay, so that's what we have for the nth nth mean life. That was the equations યાદ રાખી લેજો. આ લિસ્ટમાં લખી નાખજો એટલે બે. So graph. I'm going to go very quickly with the graph. Math students તો exponential graph તો draw કરતા આવડતું જ હોય. No explanation provided. So you can either draw a graph of n or I, that is either number of undecated layer or of activity, whichever you like. બેનો ગ્રાફ સેમ જ આવે, બરાબર ને? કારણ કે બેની ઇક્વેશન સિમિલર. યસ, okay, so the graph would be exponentially decreasing like this, starting with initial value. So if you are drawing a graph of n, it will be n0. If you are drawing a graph of I, it will be I0. Everything clear? So you can always say that after 1 half lifetime, suppose I have 1 half lifetime, તો અહીંયા થઈ જશે n0/2. પછી after one more half lifetime, it will become n0/4 and so on so forth. સારો ગ્રાફ ડ્રો થયો, બરાબર પ્રોપોર્શનમાં. ઓકે, that's the graph. એટલે જ એક્ઝામમાં પૂછે છે ઘણીવાર, derive the law એવું પૂછે, and draw the curve. Okay, but yes, don't take time. Let's get on with examples from the book.
So expected for time.
You would have to be here. Okay, give me one more. વાર વાતો કરી માં એક એક્ઝામ્પલ થઈ ગયો તમારા. Really, they are so easy. Okay, as I flip these pages, I am noticing that in the book they write R, they don't write I. Show you? જોયું ને તમે book? Given on page 447. દેખાય બધા R લખ્યું છે. R for rate. Okay, જેમ કેમેસ્ટ્રી બુકમાં R લખે ને એવી. ઓકે, મને I ની જ ટેવ છે. Okay, so example 13.5 is where we start. Full speed ahead. Okay, so stay alert. Tritium has half-life of 12.5 years. Undergoing beta decay. આપણે beta decay નું કઈ કામ નથી. This is half-life. What fraction of sample? Fraction એટલે percentage. Right? What fraction of sample of a pure tritium will remain undecayed? How much will remain undecayed after how much? 25 years. આ કેટલી half life થાય?
2.
2 half life. After 1 half life 50%. After 2 half lives 1/4. Done. Okay. બહુ લખવાનો શોખ થાય તો આવી રીતે લખજો. બરાબર. That's enough. Okay. So example 13.5 is done. Now 13.4. Half-life of uranium-238 undergoing alpha decay is 4.5 into 10 raised to 9 years. So half-life is given. What is the activity, I or R, whatever you like, right? No problem. What is the activity of 1 gram sample of uranium-230? Okay, so take a look at the list of the formulas that we have to find activity. Right? जो अलग अलग कई थे. I think you were saying something before I went to get the book. We have a few candidates, am I right? I is equal to I0 e raised to minus lambda t. પણ એના માટે time ની value છે. Okay, all right. We are not given at which time. We just have to find the activity right now. Mass is 1 gram. That's given. Right? Is there any formula in which there is mass? જેમાં I આવતું હોય ને mass હોય? Of course not. I hope you all are not flipping pages. I hope everyone made list. નહીંતર તમે બહુ મોટી ભૂલ કરો છો. You will mark, you will remember my word. એક્ઝામમાં જ્યારે ખબર નહીં પડે ને કે આમાં શું કરવું અને 2 લાઈનનો સમજ છે JEE માં અને ખબર નહીં પડે એક્ઝામમાં કે શું કરવું. Okay, so please be careful. Definitely make a list. So I is equal to which one? એકઈમાં mass તો છે, but we have something interesting here. This mass is given. Using mass, can you find number of atoms? Obviously, chemistry knowledge. Use Avogadro number, right? So if you do that, you can find out the number of atoms. One atom has how many nuclei inside it? एक एटम ની અંદર કેટલા ન્યુક્લિયસ હોય? કેટલા હોય? એક જ હોય ને? Sure. એક જ હોય. બરાબર ને? It's a very simple question. So if we find number of atoms, we can find number of nuclei. Agreed? And number of nuclei means n. So n have you. Once you find n, can you find I? Which formula will you use? I is equal to lambda. Okay, lambda is still not known, but t half is given. Do you ક્યાંથી બધું ભેગું થાય? Okay, let's begin. So first of all, let's find out number of nuclei. Here n is equal to 1/238 into 6.02 into 10 raised to 23. Clear? Cross multiplication. So cross multiplication. 238 gram. Uranium 238 no meaning to that. Its atomic mass will be about 238 gram per mole. So 238 gram is Avogadro number. Yes? Sure? So 1 gram. Clear or not clear? So first step is find n. રમકડા લાવ્યા છો? તો જો શીખવા આવો છો ને સ્કૂલે? ઘરે ઈ કહું છું, ઘરે તો ખબર છે તમને ઓનલાઈન એટલું જલ્દી કઈ પૂરું થઈ ગયું. કારણ કે અહીંયા હું કેલ્ક્યુલેટર લઈને બેઠો ઓબ્વિયસલી. બરાબર? અને તમે ન કરતા હોય તો મારે કોની રાહ જોવાની? કોઈ નહીં. 1-2 જણ કરે એટલે પૂરું, એ ડન. બરાબર? નહીં તો કઈ અમથો સિલેબસ પતી જાય એટલી વારમાં. This is the 6th chapter that we are doing this month. From 17th December, today is 20th January. બરાબર ને? આ 6th chapter ચાલે એટલા ટાઈમમાં. Okay, so this is what we get, right? ઓકે એટલે કાલથી કેલ્ક્યુલેટર લઈને આવજો. રાઇટ ઇટ ઇન યોર નેસેસરી લિસ્ટ કે એસઓપી માં લખીને મોકલાવ કરે. બરાબર ને? નો કેલ્ક્યુલેટર નો એન્ટ્રી. રાઈટ? બાર બોર્ડ મારું પડશે. સેનિટાઇઝ યોર કેલ્ક્યુલેટર હિયર. Then enter. Okay, here, do it one. What do we get?
2.5
Sorry?
2.5
2.5 into 10 raised to 21. Okay, so we have found it. Now it's all about finding lambda. T half life will. Half lifetime, we can always write like this. Okay, yeah, there's only one roadblock. It is that this is in years. We don't like that. We need to convert years to seconds. Yaad chhe mote? 1 year is how many seconds? કરો મલ્ટીપ્લાય. કરો જવાબ ભૂલી ગયા. પહેલા યાદ હતું, 11th માં આવડતું. This is the effect of staring at the screen for too long. Done.
31536.
Scientific notation માં જોઈએ ને 3.155 into 10 raised to 7. બરાબર ને? મને આટલું તો યાદ હતું. 3 into 10 raised to 7 ના ઉપર. I didn't know what number. Okay, so this into 4.9 4.5 10 raised to 9. Okay. So આ t half થઈ ગયું ને. હવે એમાંથી લેમ્ડા મળી જાય. So find lambda, put it. Okay. And get r. You have just 2 minutes to finish these steps. Okay. Then we are going up to the next question. It has just been, in the news yesterday or the day before that the education minister said there will be decrease in the syllabus. Not further, but whatever has been prescribed by CBSE, the same will be the syllabus for JEE. But there is still no official notification from NTA. And a politician ke manu joy, right? Okay, so please remember that. So until there is official notification, we are going to have to wait. Done. મને લેમ્ડા ની વેલ્યુ નથી જોતી. ઓકે, આઈ ડોન્ટ ગેટ ધ ફાઇનલ આન્સર. થોડી ઉતાવળ રાખજો, નહીં તો હું કરવા માંડીશ. વિનાશ કરવા માંડ. જેડબલ્યુ માં ક્યાં કેલ્ક્યુલેટર હોય? મંડી પડો. ના ના, એવું ન ચાલે. એપ્રોક્સિમેટ તો કરવું જ પડશે. બરાબર ને? ભલે એક્ઝેક્ટ ના આવે કઈ વાંધો નહીં. You could play this trick, yes?
1.23 into 10 raised to 4 backward.
Yes, the SI unit of activity is backward, so don't forget to put that. Suppose મારે કરવાનું હોય તો હું કહી દઉં 0.7 4 3.5. થોડું અહીંયા ઓછું કરી નાખવાનું, થોડું અહીંયા વધારી દેવાનું. Is that clear? Like that we adjust. એટલે બધું થઈ જાય. હવે જો 3.5 to 0.2. સમજાય છે? Clear? તો lambda ની વેલ્યુ શું આવી ગઈ? Approximately 1/20 into 10 raised to 60. તમે ફાઇન્ડ કરી lambda ની વેલ્યુ? What is it? 4.86. See how close it is. 1/20 0.5 છે. તમારા કેલ્ક્યુલેટરમાં આવે 4.86. Method works, doesn't it? બરાબર ને? Yes, this will only not work in those numerical value time. એમાં તમને મારી નાખે કેલ્ક્યુલેશન કરાવીને. ઓકે, આવા સમ આવી જાય તો. But generally I have seen they don't ask nucleus chapter in those numerical value time. બરાબર? So you can get unlucky though.
Friction વાળા
So
coefficient of friction find.
એ તો આ વખતે મેં પૂછ્યો તો. સાવ ઈઝી ક્વેશ્ચન. overall physics was tough this time compared to the last.
હા સર
So tough નહોતું તો તારે કેટલા આવશે
સારા આવશે
કેટલા
આવે
આવી ગયા પછી હું જોઈ લઉં.
ઓનલાઈન એક્ઝામ
તો ના ના મેં સેટ કર્યો મને ખબર જ હોય. Okay, so that's what we get for I. Now we are going over to exercise, and question number 9 is homework. આના જેવો જ છે the same, but instead of giving mass, listen to this carefully. So આ ત્રણ values છે, right? From this we could find the answer. So instead of giving mass in that question, they have given activity. Understood? So same procedure. Question number 9 from exercise. Okay. Same procedure, right? Khali unknown badlai. That's all you have to do. So do it on your own. Now, number 10. Half-life of strontium 90 is 28 years. Half-life of strontium 90 is given 28 years. See, I've noted that in this particular topic, making a list of data helps. Okay, so please do that. Okay, so this is what we know now. What is the disintegration rate? What is the meaning of disintegration rate? I, activity. Disintegration rate means how quickly it decays. बराबर ने? कैसे समझाएंगे? So we have to find I. Okay, what is given? Mass is given. Yes or no? तो केना जेવો question છે? Example 30 point. बराबर ખબર પડી ગઈ? Leave it. ઓકે કરી નાખજો ઘરે જઈને તો પ્રેક્ટિસ થઈ જાય. I'm finding it real tough to manage the book, the pen, the duster and the mask. Okay. Right, number 8 now from the exercise. Question number 8. It's a very nice question with a lot of practical application. Have you heard of carbon dating? I know question, right? It is used to find out age of fossils, not very old fossils, not like dinosaurs, but from ancient civilization kind of things. Okay, so the normal activity એટલે જે routine માં કરે એ નહીં. Understood? Normal activity means rate of disintegration of living carbon containing matter is found to be about 15 decays per minute. For every gram of carbon, okay, if you want, you underline that whole thing, 15 decays per minute per every gram. So this is not activity, this is activity divided by mass. Who understood that? It's not activity but activity divided by mass. के खबर पड़ी? Per gram बराबर ने? So be careful about that. Now this activity arises from small proportion of radioactive 6C14 present with the stable carbon isotope 6C12. So this is, you know, hard fact about our life. આપણે radioactivity બધા કેમ? Because we have 6C14 inside our body. Of course not too much, alright, little bit. Okay, so that's what this sentence is telling you. It says that this radioactivity is because of 6C14. When the organism is dead, its interaction with atmosphere, which maintains the above equilibrium activity, ceases એટલે stops. આ લોકોને શું કામ એટલો અઘરો ક્વેશ્ચન બનાવવો છે? And its activity begins to drop. એટલે એવું થાય. Actually carbon 14 is not generated in our body. It comes from atmosphere. Atmosphere ની upper layer પર છે ને sunlight આવે ને ત્યાં carbon 14 બને. Okay, then that carbon 14 mixes everywhere in form of carbon dioxide. Okay, plants will take it in, animals will eat it, we eat it, etc. etc. બરાબર એ રીતે બધામાં આવી જાય. Got it? Okay. So when the organism dies, obviously after organism dies, it's not going to eat anything. Right? તો એને કાર્બન નહીં મળે ક્યાંય. Clear? So that's why carbon 14 in a dead organism is less compared to living organism. કેમ એવું થાય? Because the moment something dies, carbon 14 intake will stop, but its radioactivity will continue. સમજાય છે? Intake will stop, but radioactivity will continue. એટલે ધીરે ધીરે carbon 14 ઓછું થઈ જાય based on that graph, exponential graph. સમજાઈ ગયું? Okay. So from the known half life, that is 5730 years. લખી નાખો. T half is 5730 years. And measured activity, the age of specimen can be approximately estimated. Right? So we can find out roughly the age. This is the principle of 64 dating in archaeology, blah 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 blah. Okay. So suppose activity of 9 decays per minute. Right? Suppose there is activity of 9 decays per minute per gram. એટલે આજે suppose we take that sample. Right now, what is the activity? 9 decays per minute per gram. Okay. And we want to find out what? Read the next sentence. Read the next sentence. What do we want to find out? Approximate age means time. Right? Before how much time that thing died? We want to find out. Clear? Before how much time that thing died. Suppose કોઈના bones નીકળે. Right? So before how much time that person would have been dead. That's what we want to find out. Okay, so let's start. બહુ જ simple solution છે. Question ભલે ગમે એવો ખતરનાક. Right? So number 8, right? So right now, at present, that is at time t equal to t, I per m is how much? 9 decays per minute. Alright, this is fine? Yes? Clear?
Yes.
Right now, at time t. And we don't know what is this time t actually. Clear? Okay, initially means when that living thing was just dead. Okay, that is when the organism was dead or just dead. Okay, that is at t equal to 0. Suppose we start our countdown or clock from that point. T equal to 0, they start that. So if we find how much is t, we'll know before how much time that was dead. Clear? Okay. At that time, what was the activity per gram? 50. DPM લખી નાખો ચાલશે. અહીંયા લખી નાખો ચાલશે. DPM. Decays per minute. Makes total sense to you all this? પહેલા 15 હતું. હવે 9. 15 જ છે ને બરાબર ને? Okay. So 50 and 9. So we have to find time. Which relation do you think works? જેમાં t આવતો હોય. I is equal to I0 e raised to minus lambda t. Of course, even if you divide by m, does it matter? M તો કટ થઈ જાય ને. Clear? Okay. We don't know anything about lambda yet. We'll take care of that. So ln 9 by 15 અથવા ઊંધું કરી નાખીએ. ln 15 by 9 is equal to lambda t. Clear? ln 15 by 9 is equal to lambda t. Sure?
Yes.
Minus sign આમ આવી ગયો.
9 by 15.
Okay. So now what to do with lambda? Is lambda given? No. But what is given?
Yeah.
Half life is given. Yes. T half is given. So we can use it to find out lambda. So therefore, ln 15 by 9. I don't know how we are going to find it. So that's going to be 5 by 3. Okay. So you have various choices. you can just take 2.303 out, and then log 5 minus log 3. Log 5 is 0.6991 and log 3 is 0.4771. Barabar ne? How many of you got what I did? तो समझाए 2.303 and these are log values, you can check it, right? मैं તમને કીધું છે યાદ રાખી લો. is equal to lambda. Lambda means 0.693 by half life. How much is half life? 5730. Okay, years. You see, the interesting thing is here, if you write this in years, your answer will also be in years. આપણે time find કરો તો આવું આટલું જૂનું ફોસિલ હોય એનો ટાઈમ કઈ સેકન્ડ્સમાં ફાઇન્ડ કરીને આપણને શું મતલબ છે? we will find it in years. Is that okay? If required, we will later convert it to seconds. Simple. So I'll leave it like this. Clear? So what do we get there? હવે કેલ્ક્યુલેટરનું કામ t ક્યાં ગયો? આ જો મને t નથી, ફાઇન્ડ કેતે કરશું? Do it. Okay, 4227. So like 4,227 years.
0.35.
It's not that accurate really, so it's fine. 4,227. Right? પાછળ આન્સર તો કદાચ 4,200 જ આપવો હશે મને એવું લાગે. You can check it. Because this thing is not that perfect. So I put it. Wow. Still pretty close. Why are we getting a difference? I cannot explain that. I don't know why. 7 and 4 masu કેવી રીતે અલગ આવતો છે? Maybe taking 0 here. એવું હશે ને? શું કહે છે હર્ષદ? હા, થોડુંક ઓછું થઈ જશે ને? Possible. 3 વર્ષ. See, on an archaeological time scale, 3 years is nothing. Right? તમે એમ કહો કે આ ડાયનોસર 3 વર્ષ પહેલા મર્યો તો કે 3 વર્ષ પછી એના શું ફરક પડે? ડાયનોસર were living before millions of years. Right? So it doesn't matter, right? Yeah. Okay. So that is this question 8. Again, if you look at the solution, only understanding the question is the big challenge. બાકી calculation માં કઈ હોતું જ નહીં. You can see that. 4225 તો એ 4224 નથી આવતું. These are typically NCERT things, right? That nobody understands. Don't worry about it, all right? એ લોકો ln2 ની વેલ્યુ કંઈક બીજી લેતા હશે. They might not be taking 0.693. એવું ઈ બને. Okay. Number 7. You read the question. Now I'm really exhausted by speaking through the mask. Data तो लगता था. Okay. Did you understand the question? Given that half-life time is half-life time, they don't stick to their own symbols. What can we do about these authors? સાચી વાત છે ને, થિયરીમાં t half લખ્યું હોય તો એટલીસ્ટ ટેક્સ્ટ બુકમાં તો બધે t half યુઝ કરો. So what you do is make it t half. We don't want confusion, right? Okay, so let this be t half. Now, what's the first part? A B B. What's the first part?
3.125%.
પણ એમને પણ ફાઇન્ડ શું કરવાનું? How long will it take? That is time. Correct? We have to find the time for which the percentage on decay is how much? 3.125%. Our chart will work very nicely, don't you think? 100 થી ચાલુ કરો ફટાફટ. 100 પછી 50 1 પછી 25 2 પછી 12.5 3 પછી 6.25 4 પછી 3.125. See, that's why the chart is useful. Right? ભલે formula થી થઈ જ જાય. You can always do it like this. N is equal to n0 upon 2 raised to n. For 3.125%, okay, listen to this carefully. For 3.125%, n is equal to n0. Oh, sorry. एक मिनट खबर नहीं मुझे करो. Yeah, it's 100 into 3.125. Excuse me, I did it terribly wrong. Percentage on that find out. Yeah, this is what it is. Alright? So n upon n0 into 100 is 3.125. So if you use that here, what you are going to get is, આ બાજુ divide કરો તો આ થઈ જાય. Right? So 1 upon 2 raised to n is equal to 3.125 divided by 100. Now you will have to find the power of n. Alright? 32 outside. You can take it in a calculator. Divide 100 by 3.125. You will get 30. बराबर ने? So that's why this will become 1 by 2 raised to n is 1 by 2 raised to 5. So there you go. N is equal to 5. This is the proper one. Understood? Okay. Or from here you can take reciprocal and also write it like this, if you find it more comfortable like that. Okay. Now second part, D. That's about 1% of original value. Okay, so now we have to find it for 1% of original value. Now this is something that cannot be done exactly by this 2 raised to n thing. Why? હજી આનો હાફ કરો તો શું આવશે? 1.5 હવે તે 1 નો આવે ને એક્ઝેક્ટ, આના પછી 1.5 પછી હાફ કરો તો સીધું 0.750. Clear? So that's where this doesn't work. Direct. Okay, so you have two methods. Method 1. Okay, do whichever you like. I'm not going to say which is easy, which is tough. બધામાં છેલ્લે તો એવું જ કરવું. Okay. So method 1 is based on this only, but we have to write. Okay, so n upon n0 into 100 is 1. Therefore, n upon n0 is equal to 1 by 100. Alright? Fine?
Yes.
Put this in this formula. Clear? Now, if you remember, this is the formula after n half-lives. Okay, so keep that thought in mind. Okay, एक step પછી આપણે એને use કરીશું. So you get 2 raised to n is equal to 100. Take logarithm. Okay, on both sides. n log 2. Okay, not ln. I don't mean ln. I mean log. To the base 10, that is. આ તો આવડે.
10 square ને 2 આગળ log 10.
Thank you. Okay, 2 definition of log, correct? Okay, so this will become n is equal to 2 divided by 0.3010. What do you get? 6.644. 6.644. Okay, now once you find n is 6.64, do you recall that this is for nth half-life, right? That is for nth or after nth half-life. After nth half-life. You are going to have t is equal to n t half. Is this clear? समझ आए ने आफ्टर 1 हाफ लाइफ 1 t half आफ्टर 2 हाफ लाइफ 2 t half टाइम ની વેલ્યુ શું થાય સપોઝ હાફ લાઈફ ટાઈમ 1 hour હોય so after 7 half lives time will be 7 hours simple so by doing this what we have achieved is we have found time ठीक है टाइम आ गयो t is equal to 6.64 t half is that fine okay so this is one method log to leave for there is no escaping log in this question okay method 2 in method 2 we go more direct that is n is equal to n0 e raised to minus lambda t right and we will put n upon n0 is 1 upon 100 this is fine okay n upon n0 here લખ્યું તો n upon n0 is 1 by 100 same thing આટલું તો common right so n upon n0 is 1 by 100 e raised to minus lambda now we will take ln on both sides came ln because here there is e all right now I'm sure you can expect what we'll get next we find this ln 100 okay on lambda side what do we put for lambda 0.693 by t half so once you write that only t will remain so you can find the value of t in form of t method to clear pick whichever you like both are okay आज है ना calculation easy होता है ना जो suppose you don't have calculator then you can do this easily am I right કારણ કે આમાં ખાલી એક જ વાર division કરવાનું હોય but if you try to do it like this then here you get 0.693 ln 100 આવશે તો find કરતા આવશે પછી પાછું એને divide કરવાનું so slightly complicated because of bigger numbers right okay looks like most people are interested in method 1 only. Yeah, you know really this this equation is what I would attempt first if I would be solving a question like this of any kind where we have to do something with time and all that. Try this first. આનાથી નો થાય ને તો પછી આ કરવાનું. Okay, because often they give nice numbers. For example, like this. આ કેવું ફિટ થઈ ગયું ને બરાબર ટેબલમાં યુ અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડ વોટ આઈ એમ સેઇંગ તો આપણે કંઈ ન કરવું પડશે એમને 5t લખ નાખ્યું it's possible to do it like that sometimes right so try this first and then if it doesn't work only then think about it okay so that was question number 7 I'd like to give you question 25 for homework. You could try it. It's a combination of two different materials. એટલે એમાં બે વસ્તુ રેડિયોએક્ટિવ છે ઓકે ને બેનું કેલ્ક્યુલેશન સાથે સાથે કરો Now, I think we are ready for theory. Let me see if there is any other example. We did 4 and 5, right? What's it? Beta decay, gamma decay, both things. That's strange. Alpha decay, क्या गया? I don't know. Now, nuclear energy. We have a bit of time. We could do it. If you remember when we were writing about the important point that we get from EBN versus A graph, if you have your notes, why don't you have a look at those important conclusions? Sorry, conclusions from the EBN versus A graph. wherein we wrote two sentences. One was that if heavy nuclei will undergo fission, एक sentence है ना, if heavy nuclei will undergo fission, then what will happen? No. Their energy is released because the products become more stable, right? On the other hand, if lighter nuclei like hydrogen, helium, they will undergo fusion, then also they will release energy. So that actually gives us two ways. Do you agree? There are two ways to obtain energy from such nuclei. One is by fusion, the other is by fission. So far, let me tell you the disappointing thing, fusion has not been successful on a large scale. And fusion got बहुत okay. But fission has been successful, right? And that's what this is mostly about. In fact, the fusion part has been removed from your syllabus. Right? Fusion generally occurs in stars, right? Like sun and every other star actually, right? Okay. So primarily we are going to talk about fission, right? But to understand why fission or why any other nuclear reaction could release energy aave kyathi, right? From where does it release energy? To understand that, we should understand nuclear reactions first. Okay. So you see, what is a typical nuclear reaction like? जब chemistry में होय ने reactant plus reactant gives product, એવું હોય ને? Same thing here. So a typical nuclear reaction looks like this. Okay. So A is called target. કેવું નામ છે? કઈ સારું નામ ન હોય, but this name is perfect. Small a is called projectile. I think you would have got an idea what we are going to do, right? Feki chalwani hai. So we take small particles like neutrons, protons, or sometimes helium, that is alpha particles, and we put them in particle accelerators. What are particle accelerators? They increase the speed to very high. To very high એટલે 1000 km/h નહીં, that is very less. Okay, to speeds of close to the speed of light. Alright, so about 2.9 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. એટલા સુધી પહોંચી જાય. Right? So, and then they hit this. That's why it is called target. Right? Okay. Over here, of course, this is called product. No surprises about that. And this is called emitted particle. So what happens is, this is like byproduct. Okay, એવું ઘણીવાર કેમિસ્ટ્રીમાં રિએક્શનમાં હોય ને કે એક મેઇન કમ્પાઉન્ડ મળતો હોય સાથે પછી H2O, yes, or sometimes carbon dioxide. Okay, just like that, here you get some small particles. Examples of these particles are maybe a proton or a neutron, or sometimes alpha particles, such small things, deuterium. Okay, and Q is the energy release. Okay, we don't call it heat, but normally it is in the form of heat only, but we still don't call it heat, we call it energy. Okay, it is energy release, but it's called Q value, right? You will notice that it's called Q value of the reaction. Okay, and આમાં ઓલું endothermic exothermic જેવું હોય, right? Okay, but we'll talk about that the next time. एक reaction खाली याद રાખજો, very easy. एक example લખીને જાઓ એટલે so you know what we are dealing with here. Suppose there is uranium-235. If it hits a neutron, okay, ખોટું એક્ઝામ્પલ લખાઈ ગયું. મને રિએક્ટન્ટ સાઈડ તો યાદ છે પણ પ્રોડક્ટ સાઈડ યાદ નથી. ઓકે, જો બુકમાં ક્યાંક લખેલી હશે આવી એક ગેમ. આમ ફેરવ ઓલા પેજ પર હજી એક હોય બે પેજ હોય આગળ
238 U9
છે. ઓકે બેરિયમ શું બેરિયમ વાળી આવી
NP
એનપી વાળી ને
હા છે
બેરિયમ છે
140
હા 56 બેરિયમ 144 અહીંયા 56 છે અહીંયા 92 છે અહીંયા 36 છે. જો કેવી રીતે બેલેન્સ થાય રાઈટ. અને અહીંયા કેટલા ન્યુટ્રોન 2 3 આ બધું યાદ રાખવું ખરેખર બહુ ખતરનાક છે. there is no logic behind this. that's what makes this very tough. કે એવું કેલ્ક્યુલેશન ન હોય કે હા આમાં 3 આવે ને આમાં 2 આવે. it's all without logic. so if there are 3 neutrons આ 3 થઈ ગયું 144 236 એટલે 89 yeah okay total should match. that's it right. so if you know 1 or 2 then you can write the others. so this is a typical thing. આમાં આ બે પ્રોડક્ટ I hope you get that. and this is the emitted particle. okay example clear. our target fine. there are obviously hundreds of such right. you just need to know 1 or 2. that's it. okay right. Goodbye everyone. we'll continue from here.